Hello, welcome to Scrap Time. My name's Christine, and in this video we're going to be playing with some Distress Crayons. So I have this page here. I'm using the Dina Wakley Media Art Journal, and I'm working on one of the cotton pages. So this page here, I was just playing one day with Distress Oxide inks and a stencil, and just seeing how I could overlap the colors with the oxides. They're different than the regular distress inks that you're able to put color over top of color. So that's what I was just playing with one day when I just wanted to play with color that day. But anyway, we're going to do a test with this. So I'm going to actually gesso over a bit of it, and what I'm curious to see is, will that gesso activate the oxide inks? Because if it was a dye ink, it would activate it, but I'm not sure if it will activate the oxides. And what I mean by activate is when I put the gesso over it, will that color pop through? Will the color sort of blend? So we'll see. It's a test we're doing together. So I just have some white gesso. I'm using it from the Crafter's Workshop. But you can, any white gesso is fine. So, not too much seems to be happening here. They don't really, you can still see some of that color popping through because I have a thin layer of gesso, but the inks don't seem to be moving much and like reactivating and blending into it. I'm still getting a white layer of gesso. So what I want to do is just do off the brush. So I don't want like a solid rectangle. I want some of that paint to go off. Sort of like that. So we have our gesso down there, and you can still see some of that pattern coming through, which I think is pretty and will work well with our next step. So what I need to do is completely dry this gesso before I can start applying my crayons. So my gesso is dry, and you can see all the nice pattern popping through. So say if you did a really busy background, just by putting a nice thin layer of gesso would put that background more like in your background, and you could work on top of it, because you can still see the dots stayed dots and all the patterns stayed the way they were, but they're just lighter, so that's pretty. But we're going to work right on top of it. So I'm going to use Distress Crayons. And the reason why I want to put some gesso down is because it gives a surface for the crayons. Now with the gesso, I'll be able to blend them and do different things. If I was to put it straight to the paper would just absorb the crayon. So I'm just going to put down a bunch of color. The other thing though is I want to sort of put the color down and then blend it, because if you do leave it for a bit, it will become permanent. Like you won't be able to blend it out if it dries and that. I just wanted to show you with some crayons and your fingers what you can do. Now if you wanted to blend them a little more, I'm going to just squirt some water on my craft mat, and I can put my finger in water, and then you can see it activates them more. Makes them a little more like paint. And then depending how much color you use too, it may remove some of that color. It won't be as strong. So it all depends what you're going for. I can go back over this one and add more color. So the reason why I wanted that the gesso to come off is I want to just show you. I don't want to put too much there just because it's just to show you it's harder to do on the paper. Sort of like it without the water. I like that dark color. Use pistachio? I don't think so. Let's put a bunch of pistachio down. Blend them together. So I just hadn't used my crayons in a while, so I thought it'd be fun to bring them out. Now, the thing with smudging is you want to try and, I'm using so many different colors here, I don't really want to use my blue finger to smudge the orange there. So you want to maybe just watch that when you're doing a big rainbow of colors like I am here. I think I need some pink down here. After this, I'll turn to a page and show you what would happen if you don't have gesso. I can do it now. I'll find that page where I was doing the distress things before. So this is just the paper. So if you put the crayon down, you can see it's, even though you smudge it a little, you can't blend it out. And that's why, back to wherever we were, how far back were we? That's why I put the gesso down, because then I can really blend the colors and you don't have that big line. And the great thing is I have the Distress oxides on the base, and I'm using probably a lot of the same colors on top, that it makes sort of for a coherent page between the different mediums. I'm just putting my finger in a bit of water to blend out the edges. And there, now I can blend the colors a little if I wanted. And there I have a new base to work on the page, just using some Distress crayons on top of gesso. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to Scrap Time videos on YouTube. In the meantime, here are a couple other videos you might be interested in watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.